More with UNI Wrestling coach Doug Schwab talking the NCAA Championships this past year. Coach, we mentioned all 7 of your guys started the championships, winning their opening match as we moved down the line at 157 pounds. Derek Holschlag, a win over 11 seed from Michigan State, a good start to his week.
Yeah, and then, Derek, and I say gritty, because that's part of who he is, part of how he's been raised. Won a really hard, tough fought match. And he finished his 6th year the right way. You never know coming back how these guys are going to handle and manage that, but him and Yant both, they didn't take that year for granted ever, and they made the most of their opportunity, and really, to me, showed how, okay, if I'm coming back a 6th year, this is the way to do it. If I'm a younger guy and I'm watching, okay, I'm gonna model after Derek Holschlag and Austin Yant if I'm coming back for a 6th year, and really any year, but that 6th year to me, it's not something that it's a slam dunk. Yeah.
For Yant, a major decision, part of his NCAA championships, known as that old guy in the room, a captain that really means a lot to these guys.
Yeah, he's been a captain the last couple of years, and that's recognized by his team because of, obviously, the work that he puts in, but just how he does it and how he carries himself. And he squeezed a lot out of himself. And I say that 65-pound bracket is one of the deeper brackets that I've seen. You have three national champs in there. Incredibly proud of how he represented our program, and he talked a little bit about always wanting to wear that Panther on his chest, and I said, man, he did it proud. He did it proud. So.
How about Tyrell Gordon at the heavyweight division? Won his opening match, won another match on that Friday.
Yeah, continued growth from Tyrell. Last year, moving to heavyweight, he started to figure out how to wrestle heavyweights, and now this year is like, okay, well, and I can beat these guys. I can be one of the best heavyweights in the country, and really, to him, it's going to, come down to going and scoring, and he can score on guys too. He makes a decision. I'm going to ride him. Go make a decision, the same decision, firm decision that you're going to go take a guy down once or twice, and then we know that he's going to be damn high up on that stand. That 6th year.
Story coming up here on Parker Keckeisen. Coach made it into that championship match for him at 184. A lot of guys say, I want to go wrestle for a national championship. It's really hard to get there.
Yeah, people don't understand. People don't truly understand the level that those guys are at. He is in national finals. He's in national finals for the rest of his life, and I kind of talked about the team and the group, though, that, you have that beside your name, but hopefully that's kind of towards the end, and they talk about you and they talk about Parker, and talk about the kind of leader he was, and I'll tell you the compassion that he showed, and that, man, he's a guy that he put the team before himself, and those are things that I want people to know about him, and he's a national finalist, and he's a 3-time All-American, and he's a 3-time Big 12 champion. Hopefully people are like, well, yeah, I wouldn't even have known that guy was even a wrestler. He'll continue to improve and get better, and talk about a guy that uplifts our team. I could talk about him all day, and I know we only have so much time in this segment, so we'll cut it off, but know how proud I am of him and what he brings to not just this team, but to the university.
Hear how it broke down at the NCAAs in 2023.